guys, Barry here, and today we're doing it's the big game. It's the big game. We are doing the Walking Dead Hunger Games. Yeah, it makes it sound so sinister. So, in District 1, we have Rosita, alive, Sasha. Then District 2, Michonne, and Rick Grimes, Rashawn. Then District 3, Maggie. I just need one mouse. Maggie and Merle. District 4, Herschel and Lori. District 5, Gareth and Glenn. District 6, Daryl and Eugene. District 7, Carol and Dale. District 8, Bob and Carl. District 9, Andrea and Beth. District 10, Amy and Abraham. District 11, Brian, AJ. District 12, me, Devin. Now we're gonna do this. You guys ready for this? Hope you are. As the tributes stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Glenn runs from the cornucopia. Bob runs away from the cornucopia. Rosita runs away from the cornucopia. Merle runs away from the cornucopia. Rick grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Brian runs away from the cornucopia. AJ runs away from the cornucopia. Amy scares Andrea away from the cornucopia. Carl runs away from the cornucopia. Eugene runs away from the cornucopia. Abraham runs away from the cornucopia. Beth overpowers Devin, killing I'm sorry, Devin. Daryl runs away from the cornucopia. Carol runs away from the cornucopia. Lori runs away from the cornucopia. Herschel runs away from the cornucopia. Maggie runs away from the cornucopia. Dale runs away from the cornucopia. Michonne runs away with a lighter and some rope. Sasha and Sasha and I fight for a bag. I give up and retreat. Gareth falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Proceed. Maggie, Abraham, and Adrian unsuccessfully ambush Carol, Herschel, and AJ, who kill them instead. Amy picks flowers. Glenn tries to sleep through the entire day. Eugene attempts to climb a tree but falls on Dale, killing them both. Brian receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. I stab Rosita with a tree branch. Oh god. Daryl receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Michonne searches for firewood. Bob questions his sanity. Carl makes a wooden spear. Beth goes hunting. Merle goes hunting. Rick receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Lori collects fruit from a tree. Sasha searches for firewood. Did I stab Sasha? Oh, I stabbed Rosita. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. District 12. Devin. No! Devin! No! Gareth. Maggie. Abraham. Boom! Andrea. Boom! Eugene. Boom! Dale. Boom! Rosita. Boom. Let's proceed. Brian goes to sleep. Michonne receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Daryl sees a fire but stays hidden. Merle, Glenn, and Amy get into a fight. Merle triumphantly kills them both. AJ stays awake all night. Herschel and Sasha talk about the tribute still alive. Bob destroys Carl's supplies while he sleeps. Rick starts a fire. Beth sets camp up for the night. I go to sleep. Lori sees a fire but stays in, and Carol passes out from exhaustion. Lori, Beth, Carol, Daryl, and I track down and kill Herschel. Oh god. Carol, Daryl. Bob camouflages himself in the bushes. Merle tries to sleep through the entire day. Sasha defeats Michonne in a fight but spares her life. Carl and AJ work together for the day. Rick explores the arena. Brian receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Brian's just having a good time, isn't he? 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Glenn, Amy, Herschel, proceed. Carol receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Lori passes out from exhaustion. Beth stays awake all night. Brian questions his sanity. I receive a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Oh, look at me. Merle tries to treat his infection. Michonne is awoken by nightmares. AJ stays awake all night. Carl receives fresh food from an unknown spot. No, Carl receive fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Rick goes to sleep. Sasha and Bob hold hands. Daryl looks at the nice guy. Hey, Daddy. Beth runs away from Merle. Carl receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sasha and Carol split up first to search for resources. I make a wooden spear. AJ and Rick split up to search for resources. Michonne attacks Daryl, but he manages to escape. Brian can see smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Lori falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Bob fishes. Bob, you having a good time? Yeah? Alright. Proceed. I track down and kill Rick. Oh, there can only be one Rick. That's me. That's me. Coral. Sorry. I had to. Baz and Carol hold hands. Good for you. Merle sees a fire, but stays in. Bob screams for help. Michonne receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. AJ kills Daryl. He's sleeping. Brian climbs a tree to rest. Sasha and Carol tell stories about themselves to each other. Carl, Beth, Bob, and Michonne hunt for other tributes. Merle, I, and AJ get into a fight. Merle tries to... No! Merle killed us! Merle killed us. That's not... No, we died at the hands of Merle. That's not the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to kill them both. Brian camouflages himself in the bushes. Carol receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sasha tries to spear fish with a trident. 40 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rick, District 2. Daryl, District 6. Barry Blast, District 12. AJ, District 11. Proceed. Beth tries to treat her infection. Brian, Sasha, and Carol, Michonne, and Merle sleep in the ships. Bob is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Carl tries to sing himself to sleep. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes families. Sasha decides not to go to the feast. Carol decides not to go to the feast. Brian decides not to go to the feast. Merle tracks down and kills Beth. Michonne decides not to go to the feast. Bob and Carl decide not to go to the feast. So Merle's the only one who's actually doing something. Brian makes a wooden spear. Michonne, Bob, Carl, Merle, and Sasha hunt for the other tributes. Carol cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Oh, that's so funny because in Brian makes a wooden spear. Michonne, Bob, Carl, Sasha hunt for the tributes. Carol cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Beth and Carol. Brian is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Merle goes to sleep. Michonne goes to sleep. Sasha convinces Bob to snuggle with her. Carl tends to his wounds. Oh my god. Sasha kisses to snuggle with her. Because in the show, they actually get together. Oh, that's weird. Oh, somehow that worked. Sasha defeats Michonne in the fight, but spares her life. Carl steals from Brian while he isn't looking. Bob receives clean water from another sponsor. Merle travels to higher ground. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sasha, Carl, and Michonne start fighting, but Carl runs away as Sasha kills Michonne. Brian is unable to start a fire, sleeps without warmth. Bob ambushes Merle and kills him. Brian hunts for the tributes. Bob is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Carl begs for Sasha to kill him. She refuses, keeping Carl alive. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Michonne and Merle. Brian begs for Bob to kill him. He refuses, keeping Brian alive. Carl tries to treat his infection. Sasha stays awake all night. I don't know why I'm doing this. Sasha and Brian work together for the day. Carl tries to spear fish with a trident. Bob receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 8. Carl screams for help. Sasha looks at the night sky. Brian catches Bob off guard and kills him. Sasha thinks about home. Brian receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Carl sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Bob is heard in the distance. Sasha thinks about winning. Carl's trap kills Brian. Oh god, no, Brian! Brian, no! Carl throws a knife to Sasha's head. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The call winner is Carl from District 8. Okay, how many kills did I get? XG in 3rd place. Devin 3rd place. Let's see. Where am I? I'm in 5th. I have 3 kills. Devin had none. Gareth had none. Who had the most kills? Merle had the most kills. Oh yeah, that's accurate. Okay. I hope you guys like this. This was fun for me. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.